Alright, should have everything set up right now. Hopefully you guys having a good one. I mean, it usually does take me a little bit of time, but I do have mostly everything set up over on every other platform, but it's getting pretty crazy out there. So a lot of the stuff I did end up fixing. There was actually a couple of different things that I did kind of like figure out, which is just like super crazy. Just give me one sec just to pull up everything else, just to make sure that it's going smoothly. But just to kind of start it off, hopefully you guys having a good one. I really appreciate if you guys use my supported creator code in the Fortnite item shop. That's going to be Jeffrey with 2 E's, Barrett with 2 R's and 2 T's. You could also use that to find me on every other platform. I do stream on the 3 main streaming platforms currently right now. Other than that, it's going to be pretty crazy. Today's my birthday stream, so hopefully you guys having a good one. I know that I do need to fix this because it has been pretty crazy. I'm going to end up fixing this mic just because this mic is kind of the main mic that I'm using now, so kind of going from there. But yeah, today's gonna be my birthday stream. Other than that, just starting out slow, kind of just progressing through that. It was a pretty interesting day. I know that I'm gonna end up purchasing some other games to be able to play for you guys. So, just figuring all of that out and just figuring out like the best option to go with. So yesterday there was somebody that was trying to hack my new PC computer. So I had to stop the stream probably about like 4 times. And I was like kind of curious, like, why is it dropping so many frames and yada, yada, yada. And yeah, that was pretty much the reason why. So fixed that, that issue, and then I was like, why is it dropping so many frames? It was dropping frames even before that, and I decided to fix most of that issue, so that issue is resolved. I did actually learn that my PC that I got, which is pretty crazy, the PC that I got, I actually was only supposed to have 32 gigs for the RAM, and it basically costs like an extra like $400 to get an extra 32. And like basically the ones that you would need for it to run the fastest is basically another 500. So I got that for free because that was already pre-installed, even though it was a pre-built computer that I bought through Best Buy. It already had the 64 in there. So it was supposed to come at 32. It even says 32 on the box. So I didn't learn that until literally today, because I was finished streaming last night, literally, as soon as my birthday happened. So it was basically just a little bit of a birthday gift, So I had already saved 500 off of the PC. And then that's like another 500 that I saved because I was going to upgrade it, but don't have to now. So, hey, Andrew, how you doing? Appreciate it. BO7 beta. I'm pre-ordering it just for the campaign and zombies. Nice. I was thinking about doing something like that. For me, there's a couple other games that I do want to get and stream and play. And there's also like other games that I actually did kind of not really necessarily dust off, but there's like other games that I do have that I'm wanting to play. So like Zelda, I'm gonna end up picking up the other version. So I'm gonna end up playing this. And what I actually could do is, so if you're watching the long form content, I actually have the capability of doing the full screen. So I'm gonna end up getting the other, so I got the Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna get the other one. I did already beat Mortal Kombat 11, so I'm gonna end up streaming that and kind of do it again. I do need to technically finish Hogwarts Legacy, so that's kind of another one. The only thing I need to finish on the campaign for that is just the Quidditch match. And then I was thinking about doing Far Cry, because this is what I had gotten when I had purchased the PlayStation. You can hear the rapping on it still. I haven't even opened it. I haven't played it, so I might play that. I mean, I just, it's crazy, you know, because like I've only had the PC for technically like since the beginning of the month. I didn't open it until the 2nd, so that's why like the first October, you know, day stream that I did was still on my PlayStation, and then I kind of just opened this up, booted everything up, and then streamed on it. It did take me a little bit of time to figure everything out, but it was pretty cool. Black Ops 7 zombie stream for Halloween. For Halloween, I'm probably gonna go and do a full like month of doing Fortnite gameplay, and then next month is when I'm gonna start doing, you know, streaming for like other pieces of content, because I still have to, like, if you were to see the mess that I have here, you would understand that it's I literally just threw, like, right here, you can't see it, but you can see the light on my hand. That's the RGB lights. That's literally the desktop. I threw it here. I was going to throw it right where I have the monitor and the cam, but there's a whole bunch of stuff here, and like some of the cables, there's cables that I have that aren't technically long enough, so they're kind of just dragged over the desk, so there's a lot of other stuff that I have to clean up. I do have my PlayStation that's like far over here on the desk, that's on like a stand that's raised, but I do want to bring my Nintendo Switch over so I can, you know, play this kind of stuff, and then kind of just go from there and create different types of content. So I will eventually, you know, veer off into doing other pieces of content, but right now I'm just kind of, you know, trying to stay in a certain niche, and then I'm going to venture out next month is kind of when I'm starting. I do appreciate you stopping by, Andrew. It's been some time since I've seen you. I know that it's going to get crazy. I'm not used to my setup entirely yet. I'm just trying to get used to it. I know that the Crypt Crashers pack is back. There's a lot of other ones, even like the Dark Ruby, which is what I'm going to be running today. I should be able to get finished with this. There's 14 rewards. I think there is 30-ish, so I'm like halfway done. I've barely been playing, honestly, when it comes to it, but yeah, just been just going crazy with this. Let's see what else we got going on here. So, ironically enough, I'm like the other platforms that I'm streaming on, I have all these different like setups that I have for it, and I'm just trying to find the best, you know, way to do it. I never thought that I would be, you know, after streaming for 4 years, that I would eventually have a PC and be streaming on all platforms for the most part. The only platform that I'm not streaming on is the Blue platform, which I tried to set up, but for some reason it just doesn't want to work. So I have to really figure out what's going on with that, and then see what I can do with that. But ironically enough, you know, on TikTok, I'm able to stream on there just because I found like a little loophole, and there you go. You know, the rest is history pretty much. I think so. I know that I think it's today's the 5th, so that would be on Tuesday. I know that the new Tron stuff is coming out. A lot of people are like, oh, I hope it's not Jared Leto's face underneath the mask. I think that's what it probably is going to be, honestly. And it's going to be pretty crazy. By the way, when I get money, I'm gonna buy a PS5 as I've wanted one for a while. Yes, it has been so long. I've got an update on my life. I've moved out of my mom's. Nice. That's cool, man. Honestly, it's, life does move pretty fast. Like in the movie Ferris Bueller, and you never know where it's gonna take you sometimes. So, good on you. Congrats for making the big move, and you said that you're gonna get a PlayStation. So, working up from that, I don't know what you had originally. Was it an Xbox, or what were you originally playing on? I'm trying to remember. I've played with so many different people, so I don't really know exactly. I don't remember, what everyone has, so it's kind of difficult, because I played with probably, you got 11 people here, but I have at least I had probably 30 people before, so it's kind of hard to remember exactly who's playing on what. Let's see. I know Delulu is available. I don't mind playing it, but I kind of want to play Blitz, honestly. Let's see. Certain reasons. Much more happier being on your own. Xbox One. Okay. What's going on? Because I think I remember you telling me something. You had an issue with your Xbox One. I think was it you that said that? There was a couple of people that did tell me that they had issues with their console or their PC, and they weren't able to play as much. I think it was you that said that you had an issue with your Xbox, and then you're able to resolve that issue before. Yeah, it's pretty crazy with the Xbox, especially what's going on now with the Game Pass and all that stuff. They're definitely losing a lot of customers because of what they did and what they're doing. So, and ironically enough, I technically gave them a whole bunch of money because I bought a PC, which is Microsoft. So, welcome to the stream, Oscar. Or Oscar. You probably just spelled it Oscar just because that was the only thing that was available. Oh, right. I did. Alright. Gotta not die on us. Oh, well, they all died. Jeez. Okay, I can get rid of that one. Well, it looks like to me... yeah, that was me. I fixed it. Nice. Grab That's probably gonna be a long tick. Yeah. Moderately long. Yeah, they did have the splashes in there. Totally forgot about that. Nah, you guys need to get up here, dude. Got him. Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. Stay with team. Yeah, I guess 2 of them are staying. Why not? Yeah, did pretty good on that one. Pretty good. Failed. What? How did it fail? God of War. God of War is really good. Don't know if you were actually watched any of my God of War stream, but yeah, I've seen a lot of hate towards that too. It is pretty justified, just because, like, I mean, there's already people that are, you know, like cheating like crazy, which is just, and I mean, these are like videos that a lot of streamers are posting of like people cheating in it, so it's pretty sad, but you know, it is what it is. I think I might gun for this guy. I'm not exactly sure. Ah, I saved it. There we go. Alright, now I can go after him. Alright, oh, put that up, yeah. Oh, yes, please. Kind of the downside is I got to oh, whoa, I didn't even see them until like it was too late. How did I not see them until it was too late? That was crazy. Oh, drop that. Jeez. Oh, I know for sure that guy's gonna be upset about that. Let's go. Yeah, Call of Duty is known for cheaters. Man, that's just kind of how it is, unfortunately. Stay with the team. I mean, this is going pretty good. Let's see. But I'm really happy and excited that I finally got a PC, and it's going great, you know. Definitely growing my streams, and finally reached 500 subs over on YouTube. And I'm finally able to stream on all the other platforms, so. Nicholas, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome. I'm finally able to do at least 240 FPS. I can go to 360. CJ, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Nice little birthday stream. I'm thinking I'm maybe just doing like maybe half an hour stream, maybe longer, but you know, kind of taking it easy for today. What is this over here? Hey, definitely gonna need that. Yeah, let's eat that. Alright, I guess I can grab that, right? There's always one that's in here that you do want to grab. I'd switch that out. It's kind of sad right now because of the fact that Fortnite got rid of the servers that were closest to me, so now it's like, come on, man, you know? Let's see what's going on. Oh boy, what happened? Oh, one of them dropped to fall damage. That's been the one that's been dropping the fall damage. You know? So I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Holding the YouTube chat for over reinforcements. Nah, I definitely appreciate that. Grab that. Oh, I definitely want to switch out to that. Come on, why'd you go back that way, dude? Ooh, yes. Come on out. Just come on out. They're just like hard staying there. Go ahead and drop. Go ahead and drop. Let me see. Where is he at? Ah, he killed himself. Oh, God. That's hilarious. Play together soon. No, for sure. Let's see here. I think, where's it at? Yeah. Have you ever played Call of Duty Zombies? I've played it maybe like 5 minutes when I was over at a friend's house, and that was kind of it. But I haven't actively played it, you know, like played it. So can't really necessarily say yes to that. But yeah, I mean, I have played it. I appreciate the follows. Let's see what we got over here. So we got a couple followers over here. Shout out some names. I can finally do that. Follow Westman. I appreciate the follows over there. And then I did get a new subscriber, Christina Martinez. I appreciate that. Let me just move that back over. But yeah, I mean, I definitely get what you're saying. I thought about it, but I don't know. Like, Call of Duty isn't entirely my thing. I am going to end up probably venturing out to it. But just because of the aesthetic of it, it's just not appealing to me. I mean, it's cool. You know, I don't mind playing it every once in a while, but it's not my thing. I have thought about doing it. But there are other games that I'm going to get and start playing those and kind of just go from there. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a quick little, you know, birthday stream, and then kind of just go from there. I appreciate everyone that did stop by. Always a pleasure. You know, so it's finally it's nice to finally be able to stream on all these other platforms. You know, I'm not losing any frames, anything of that sort, like how I used to. I used to struggle doing that all the time. What I actually could do is just do this. Let's see, move this over. But yeah, I used to struggle trying to stream on certain platforms, and because when I first started out, I was only doing one platform, and then I was like, you know what, I could do two. So I started doing two. And then I noticed it was just like always, it was like lagging, and I had to like put the resolution really low. So, finally being able to have this, I can do very high quality resolution. Right now, I know that depending on what streaming platform you're watching, I know that the vertical platform is kind of like right around 1080. It's not exactly, but it's really close. The other horizontal streams, they're going to be more or so like 720 to close to 1080, but not exactly, just because of the bit rates and the internet I have is perfectly fine. Obviously the computer is like $4,000, so I mean it's technically 4,500 because of the RAM that I got. But yeah, it's just going based off of that. It's just it's crazy, because of the fact that like I went that far just to do that, and the only reason why I'm the quality of the resolution on the horizontal streams are lower is because the simple fact that depending on your follower count and viewer count, they toggle your streams slightly below, even if you have it for a higher resolution, they toggle it down because you're not getting enough viewers. So it's a little bit of a curve, but I'm actually really happy that I finally reached 500 subs on at least one platform. TikTok, I'm at a little over 1,000, heading more towards 1,200. So slowly building that up and then kind of just going from there. But I appreciate you stopping by. Other than that, don't really have much else going on. I am going to log off of here, and the reason why I'm ending it sooner than expected, just because like not only my birthday, but I am pretty exhausted. I had a long day, and then I'm going to go into Steam and download a couple different games that I have been wanting to play and kind of just go from there. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone that stopped by. It was definitely fun. And hopefully guys, stop by for more. And we can kind of just go from there. And yeah. I'm going to be setting up more parts of my stream just to kind of add more to it. And then kind of just go from there. I appreciate you, Andrew. And hopefully everything works out for you. Be able to get that PlayStation sooner than expected. So you can get back to playing, God of War and doing all that kind of stuff. Really, really good game. I don't know if you watched any of my God of War streams, but I do have a playlist of all of that. I did most of it. There's like one part that I did skip, and it was basically to go into another section to kind of like, I guess, save like one of the fallen gods, I guess, or whatever. But I decided not to do that just because I was streaming, I don't know, I think it was like 7 days, and I did like 8 hours each. So not only that, I had motion sickness to it. So like a lot of these games that I've been playing, like even Fortnite, for the first year I had a little bit of motion sickness, and then I kind of got over it. But yeah, like some of these games that I've played, I've had motion sickness to it. And that's another reason why Call of Duty is kind of like on the back burner, just because I would get motion sickness from that, and just based off of that. But I do appreciate everyone that's stopped by. Everyone that does stop in, you can always follow me on every other platform. If you're seeing me on whatever platform you see me on, you just put in Jeffrey Barrett. It's going to be Jeffrey with 2 E's, Barrett with 2 R's and 2 T's. And you can find me on other platforms. Hit those notification bells to be notified every time I go live. Leave a comment in the comment section below my videos. Also use my supported credit code in the Fortnite item shop and Epic Games Store. It does go a long way. It costs you nothing extra, but it does help me out. Other than that, hopefully you guys had a good one. And as always, I will see you guys next time.